everybody. I'm going to channel Reggie the African Alien today. I don't know if you guys remember Reggie. I've done a couple of videos with him. I met him almost 5 years ago now. I'm sure it was in 2016, probably around April or May. And I had some really nice markers and just some plain thicker sheets of paper. And I started just coloring with my daughter. And for some reason, I started coloring faces, okay? And these faces turned into real beings that I was actually channeling onto the paper. And one of these beings was Reggie. He's the last one that I ever did with these markers on this paper. And I was pretty blown away by what he represented to me, just the gentleness, the love, to see a being from the universe that was human, that represented an African feature, right? So we see Palladians as white people and and Reggie's as black African alien, right? I really liked that. I really want to connect with diversity in the universe. That's a really big deal to me. So Reggie is a soulmate. I have so many soulmates. We all do. And we are all each other's soulmates as well, you know? We're all connected. So I had a recommendation, or at least a question if I'd heard from Reggie. And I couldn't help but just feel very moved to tune into him and see what he has to share with all of us. I'm just going to pause for a minute. I feel very happy in my heart to do this. I feel kind of nervous because he means so much to me and I haven't talked to him in so long. I feel like a jerk in a way, you know? But I'm not. Okay. I'm going to relax now and tune in. So I'm just standing here and I'm sort of presenting myself, and I'm basically just saying, Reggie, hello, Reggie, it's me. You want to talk or what? I'm making a video. I'm kind of like that. This is how you call your friends on the phone in the psychic world. You just kind of go out into space and just open up your energy field, open up your heart, and then you just tap into what they mean to you. What they mean to you as a vibration or a frequency. So I'm just tapping into what Reggie means to me in order to call him. He's silently watching. He's showing me an image, okay? So I'm just gonna journey into the images and I'll share the bigger message that he's wanting to share with us and with me today. Okay. I see a man and he's kind of in the thinking position, and he's deep and he's in a lot of pain, and he's in the corner of a room and he's very close to the corner. His heart is really heavy and he's very sad. So I'm just feeling that right now. It's like it's really hard to find the words sometimes, is what he's saying. Like he's really sad about the human race right now. I can feel it. That's probably why I was nervous to talk to him. Because you can feel how in pain we are. And it's so hard to speak. So hard to talk. And so he shows me a man who's thinking and not speaking. And a man who has to wait to say something or say nothing. He's really sorry about what we're all going through here. He's really sorry, he says. Be sorry for all of us. He keeps saying that. And right now he's just paused for a minute. He's sort of collecting himself, but maybe it's me. I need to collect myself too. He's saying that every human being is so beautiful. Every single human being is beautiful. As in, so many things he's saying about beauty. It kind of interfered because I was showing him, Reggie, are you sure? Because there are some really ruthless people, and I don't think those ruthless people are very beautiful. And I'm tired of people that are struggling to work on themselves, to look at themselves in the mirror, to stop. Just to choose a different way, you know? But we're gonna go back to what he's saying. He's taking away the concept of personality. He's taking away the memories. He's taking away how people can be, all right? So we can just look at the human and all its beautiful faces. And he says every single person is beautiful. Every single person, every single human being on our planet is so beautiful. And he wants me to feel that for a while. How beautiful every single person is. Take out, subtract out the shortcomings of each other, even myself, right? Subtract out, because we're all working on something here. Subtract all that out, and let's just see each other as the beauty that we are. He shows me that he sees this is basically the image. It's a lot of people, and there's a device that kind of slowly but surely crushes everything inside of it. And it's like the human race has all these people in like a trash compactor. In a way, it's just getting tighter and tighter, and the bodies are like squishing together. And we're basically turning our whole into a cube of mashed bodies all stuck together. And the separation is getting thinner. And so we are feeling, he shows me that we are feeling closer to each other in a way that makes us feel smashed together. He's not talking at all about coronavirus or social distancing. He's showing me literally we are becoming crushed into one another and becoming just a box, basically. We're just being molded and shaped into a cube, and then that's the human race. There's very little room to breathe. When there's little room to breathe, there is very little distance. We're on top of each other. We have no room to breathe. And he is showing me the scene differently. We're removing this trash compactor, and we are moving the people into comfortable spaces where we have room to breathe. Every single human being has room to breathe. Every single human being does. And he's giving us from his heart, each and every one of us, he is giving us room to breathe. He's showing me that we are lacking room to breathe. He is showing me this. How many different ways can you see the world today? And put your finger on different ways where we have very little room to breathe. He keeps bringing this up, okay? He feels a bit separated from us. I mean, he's very closely connected with the earth and the human race, very angelically connected, and he feels as though he can't, it's almost like there's some kind of energetic barrier where he is having a hard time reaching us, helping everybody here on the planet. Like, he's really wanting to help everybody, and he's having a hard time reaching us. And that challenges him. That challenges him as well. He's talking about when you're somebody who wants to help and you can't help. He feels that a lot of pain in his heart because he can help, but he can't help. So he's kind of watching all of his friends and soulmates and the human race in a trash compactor, with very little room to breathe, being molded and shaped into a box. Like, he keeps showing me this. He's thinking still. He's starting to find the light in his heart, and he's starting to be the Reggie I'm familiar with. Super lighthearted and fun and bright. Likes to sing and dance. Likes to laugh. And he's showing me that through me, he's able to give a gift of himself to those he can reach here through the video. And it brings relief to him that he can give us some air, some room to breathe. It helps to lighten his heart up. And he's starting to feel like he doesn't want to be so heavy. He wants to be lighthearted. And he's pretty happy that he's able to talk to all of us. Like, he's literally, his volume of joy is starting to increase here. Like, it's going up, it's starting to get happier. So I'm just listening to the sound of his happiness getting louder, and it's really nice. It's okay, so he's not saying anything, but I am analyzing him. It's, and some of the echoes that are coming back to me is, and I'm kind of asking him questions as well about just a moment, about his role, about why he's here, how he is helping us, what can we do at this time. I mean, I'm asking him for these, and what is his perspective on these types of questions. But it feels like, to me, he himself is in a place where he simply has to wait. And either he'll reach me or somebody else on the planet, or he'll reach us through, just like our angels. He just continues to share his meaning, his love, and that does what it can do, right? But, I mean, he keeps showing me the earth has a very, it's like a dark crust around it, and it's not easy to penetrate that, to get into our atmosphere, to shine the light here, to continue to shine the light for all of us. It's just really closed off. And that's what he shows me about himself. So I'm going to tap back into him and see how his happiness volume is doing. He's still very happy. And he's the thinking man, but he's smiling this time, and he's not saying much. He's just representing happiness. And again, the thinking man position, but he radiates light and laughter and happiness. He shows me just a happy face. And he says that if you have the courage and the strength, if you notice that you are feeling a sense of suffering in your heart or emotion, maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe you're an empath and you're just feeling low. Maybe that you're going through a difficult time in your life. He says it's very hard to shift when you feel low. It's very, very hard to become now happy. But if you can, imagine a happy face, literally like a yellow circle with the two eyes in the mouth. Visualize the happy face. And he's kind of excited because he's in the happy face too, because that's kind of, he comes from a faction of joy in the universe. Like he wants people to be connected with happiness, and he gets to feel the joy. So he gets to listen to our happy volume increase, and he really likes that. But visualize it. He's also giving me a sticker and putting it over my heart. Giving us all these stickers, happy face stickers. But to put this happy face in our heart, or if we're feeling emotional turmoil in our guts, put the happy face in there. And if we need a friend, he's there. Talk to him. He's there. He's listening. He will help you put the happy face inside yourself so you can start to become bright again. Yeah, he hears the happy volume going up within us. He's hearing that now. So it's not just me hearing him, it's him hearing us now, getting happier, and that makes him feel good. If anybody is lonely and needs a hug, he would be happy to give you a hug. He wants to hug people. He does. So he says that too. He doesn't want any of us to ever feel lonely. But he starts to feel like kind of sad because he feels how lonely we can feel. Like he really can. He's very sensitive. But he says that is compassion. He has compassion and understanding. And he watches his friends here. And everybody is his friend here. He says every human being is his friend. And it's hard for him. Yeah. He shows me another strange face. This is got an Asian appearance to it. I'm not familiar with who this is, but it's an Asian man, and he's very short, okay? He's very short, like, I don't know, 4'11" or something. He's not even 5 foot, all right? That's what I'm getting at here. He's very short and very skinny. And his haircut, it kind of looks like a hat in a way, because it kind of comes down and like a hat that would, I don't know, it just like kind of comes down in a slant and goes around his head. And he kind of looks like a cartoon character now, like kind of funny, like he's a comedian in a way, like he likes to make people laugh. And he likes to make people laugh by doing kind of He shows me like a cartoon for kids where somebody in the cartoon is doing something that's really silly. So a kid would know not to do that. So when they see the cartoon person like suddenly walking into a wall because they were looking at their feet, you know, the kid's like, no, you're going to walk into a wall. You can't look at your feet. You have to look straight ahead. And then the funny moment happens and it's like, oh, he walked into a wall. It's almost like so simple, but it works somehow, you know, and he makes silly faces too. There's something very simple about it, but it works. It's easy to take in. It doesn't complicate the mind. Children, it's almost like he really likes to reach kids to remind kids of how smart they are. That they know that they pay attention to things, that they would see a cartoon and they would see in that cartoon that person shouldn't be doing that. I know they shouldn't be doing that. And then in the cartoon character does the thing they're not supposed to do, and then something happens. So it teaches the kid that they know what is a good idea and what is not a good idea, and it creates some humor. He really likes that energy a lot. Reggie's introducing me to this friend of his, okay? One more Kleenex. Okay. And this friend of his is very, very, a very old soul. And really, really loves children, really loves laughter and very simple teachings that it's almost like it's not teaching you, it's helping you to acknowledge what you already know through something lighthearted and funny even. It keeps coming up, this feeling, these images keep emanating from the presence of this Asian man. He likes being small because it's easier to play hide and seek, is what he says. And he's really good at climbing trees as well. And because he is small, it's like he's closer to reaching children, seeing them eye to eye. Because he is small, he can see them eye to eye because they're the same height. So he's kind of saying that too. He's not bothered at all by his height. He likes it. He prefers to be small. I'm asking the question, so who is this Reggie, and why did you want to introduce this person to us today? He wants to introduce him because they're both on the same team. And we all have a different personality with a different skill set. And we all have the ability to make a difference in somebody else's life. And he's really encouraging us, Reggie is encouraging us to see that our body, our height, our size, our skin color, our facial features are perfect, are of a perfect design, are exactly what we chose when we came to Earth, is part of our talent, is part of our gift, to see our bodies and our faces as part of our gift to each other, as super special, super special. And sometimes that face that you have is the perfect face for the message that you have to share, for the gift that you have to share. He's really encouraging us to think about each other and each other as friends as well. Everything is relaxing. There's some sort of energetic gift that's circulating around my soul star chakra, okay, above my head. And I feel a bright star that I'm connected to. And I see that this bright star has branches that go and connect to every single star in the whole universe. And that you could say our Earth Star chakra has roots that connect us to everything connected to our Earth, but there's a whole other universe on the like our Earth is suspended in space, okay? So this way, that way, above and below, like right and left, like all sides of our planet, there's the universe, right? So if you want to feel like you're connected to all the stars above your head, make sure you feel that you're connected to all the stars on the right and the left and below your feet. He really wants us to feel connected to all the stars, every single star, trillions, bajillions of stars, like so many stars. And he wants us to pull the light of the stars into ourselves. Allow ourselves to feel that light inside of ourselves, helping us to glow brighter from within. He shows me it's almost like these are stairs that we're taking, stepping closer to just feeling naturally bright. Where we began this journey, me connecting with Reggie, it was very emotional, dark, and withdrawn, you know? And we're slowly but surely working our way with friendship, with conversation, with each other, with a connection with a being who loves us, with perspective, with the gift of room to breathe, introducing someone I don't know. I don't know what his name is either. I don't know what is his name, you guys. And nothing echoes back to me, so I don't know how to fill in those blanks in order to thank him for visiting with us. But now we're kind of entering, you know, the happy face and the heart and friends and children and cartoons and laughter. Like we're entering now into something really meaningful, connection with all the stars in every direction, in every single direction. But feeling that light in our heart because we're connected to it, because it's part of the love of all. It's like these stars are shining their light into us. Receive the light. Receive the light. So let's receive the light, okay? Allow ourselves to feel the light pulling into our heart. Like we can receive the light. And it can come from the many branches of ourselves, branching out to connect with all the stars that we're already connected to. It's nice to have those types of visualization like branches and roots, right? Feel the roots going into the planet, but feel these roots now are kind of going out the end of the planet and connecting to lots of stars. Like let's pull the light into ourselves and feel bright from within. Let's feel friendship. Let's feel love. Let's feel connection. It's almost like it's getting stuffy on planet Earth, and we need to feel that there is more to life than just what is going on here on planet Earth. We need the energy of the stars. We need our soulmates. And we need laughter. We need each other more than ever. Not because we're getting like pushed into each other with very little room to breathe, but because we feel a closeness with one another and we help each other to breathe. Reggie is really happy and he feels like thankful that he's able to talk today. He's very thankful for it. Very thankful. Because when he's able to reach us and we start to feel bright, it's like he gets a reciprocation inside of himself, and he's like, yes, I gotta help people on earth today. It's really a big deal for him. All right. I don't know. Like, am I done now? I'm waiting, but it doesn't say that I'm done yet. So I'm just receiving energy. It's just flowing down. Primarily feel it flowing from above down, okay? So I'm just enjoying this light flowing through me, this room to breathe, the sensation of friendship, sensation of us here on earth giving each other room to breathe, supporting each other, right? And the feeling of our friends on the other side or in other dimensions, in other bodies, right? Trying to reach us here, and feeling connection with all this love that really is here right now. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm finally done. I can tell. Because I feel complete, okay? This mysterious Asian man. Maybe maybe there's more to this story. It's just something we get to look forward to in time, right? All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you too for the suggestion. I'm really glad I got to connect with Reggie. It makes sense now. I felt a little nervous, like, man, I felt like I was neglecting my friend or something, but it really wasn't that. It was just I'm me picking up on what he's going through and how he's feeling and everything. So it feels really good. All right. Thank you all again for watching. If any of you are interested in exploring a psychic session with me, please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. I have 2 other YouTube channels, so you can check me out at Abbey Psychic Services and Zodiac Energy Readings. I'm also on Patreon at patreon.com/abbeynormalswisdomquest. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody.